What up, y'all? Get to 39. Another edition of my thoughts. You know what I mean? Yeah, I see the God Bless America shirt, because I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm super patriotic and anti-Illuminatic. I'm sure there's people out there who secretly agree with that BS. I don't care. If you want to kill me for my thoughts, my opinions, and things that I know to be truth and fact, then by all means. But understand this, God's not going to let anything happen to me until my time. Just want to do share with y'all my thoughts on what's going on in the Middle East, and just what's going on with the government and military and all that stuff in general. As y'all know, if you watch my videos, one of my considerations that I'm looking into is possibly becoming part of the United States Navy, either as a SWIC or as a corpsman. Corpsman's my first choice if I get the opportunity to go. Right now, in case you didn't know, military is making a lot of cuts across the board, no matter what branch you're talking to. Now, if you already got past the point of, past a certain point and you're already on your way going in, props to you. Much respect. But for people like me, who are, at a certain point, basically everyone who goes into the military right now is on what's called the delayed entry program. It sucks because delayed entry, you pretty much are waiting for like a year to a year and a half. Now, I'm a married man, and the way I'm looking at it is I need to get my career on the ball and on the road now. You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking at the Navy for future because I'm only 29, and the Navy takes people up to the age of 32 or 34 depending on what job you want. And I think I reached I'm within the higher age bracket, or cutoff you should say, because of what I want to do. And my secondary job I can always go up for later if I get the chance to go in. My wife is currently enlisted in the Marine Corps. She's active duty. She's supposed to get out in 2014. Truthfully, although I have a lot of respect for her and what she does, and I support her wholeheartedly, I hope that she doesn't re-enlist. What I'm pursuing right now, more actively instead of the military, is the police force. I'm talking to a recruiter for San Diego Police Department this week. I'm also talking to civilian PMO this week. If you don't know what civilian PMO is, basically it's the civilian side of military police. Pretty much the only difference is you're police for the military bases, but you don't get deployed overseas. Whereas though if you're in the military and you're part of the military police, then you can be deployed overseas. I'm talking to them, and I've started my application process for LAPD as well. Now, all of these I have to cut my hair for, and as I've said in videos before, I'm accepting of that. I've come to terms with it. I've had long hair, but I've been growing my hair since I was 15. I'm 29 now, so pretty much almost 15 years. But I feel like cutting my hair is gonna be a sign of new beginning and change. I'm gonna let my wife cut it before I go to academy. Granted that I'm able to get in. A firefighter thing is still something I might want to pursue later. Crossover from whatever field I get into, but actually that takes the longest to get into out of everything that I've mentioned before. And here's my theory. If World War III breaks out, or another really bad war, or the war that's supposed to be coming to an end starts all over again because of what just happened, and if you don't know, then you obviously don't watch the news or you don't pay attention. The situation, where bases are getting attacked, United States bases are getting attacked, and Marines are dying, and soldiers and sailors, people just all across the board, military in general. I mean, we're still winning because we're America, but the problem with that is our government sometimes acts like we're so undefeatable, we're so cocky because we're so strong. That's true right now. We're very strong because we have a strong military, but with the government making military cuts, I'm talking about it's to the point where I've met military service people who their primary function right now is to find ways to kick out other people in the military. That's stupid. When the government realizes the mistake they made, if things get bad again, and it can get bad, don't live in the false reality that everything is wonderful. No. It even says in the Bible there will be wars and rumors of wars. That means until the end of time there will always be war. There might be times of peace, but then war can happen. We're never exempt from that. This is the life we live. This is the world we live in. If things get bad and the government realizes their mistake by cutting the military, once they call in all the former service people, once they call in the Guard, which is still military, once they call the Coast Guard, I mean everything. Once they call in everything that they have, okay, and the prior service people who are healthy and well enough to fight, who do you think they're going to go for next? Why do you think police, especially police forces in the big cities and bigger states, have military training? People don't realize that. When you go to the academy, it's not so you can learn how to wear your uniform. No, you go through some stuff. And I know this because I'm actually doing research now because I'm thinking about becoming a police officer myself. That's who's going to be called next. Police officers, part of their protecting and serving is for homeland security. That's why it's still a government job. So those of you out there who don't have respect for police, shut the hell up before you run your mouth. Do some research. Find out what the hell those guys actually go through. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like that, and I'll be the first to tell you, I used to be on some F the police type. Like, that's how I was. Not anymore. Because I have a lot of respect for anybody who goes through anything that exceeds the norm in order to perform their job correctly and effectively. Now, I don't like police who abuse their badge, abuse that power. Okay? I would be grateful and glad to be one of the officers who arrest crooked cops, who take police off the streets, who are bullies with a badge, who get rid of the police who basically became an officer because they were bullied growing up and they feel like, oh, now I have power so I could do whatever to whoever. That ain't what it's about, homie. Okay? And I'm talking to you if you're a cop watching this. If it don't apply, then it don't apply. But if it does apply and you know who you are, no need to reply. Just make a change. Police are here in this country, in our states and our cities, to protect and serve. Which means you serve the people. Protect the people that you serve, man. You know? The military is in place to keep our country safe. So, my advice to the government, the people making the shots, calling the shots, and making these decisions to cut our military, stop. You want to cut the military now when you have people like me who are willing to go. But then later when everything hits the fan, then you're going to try to probably reinstate the draft. If I'm going to be drafted, alright, fine, but you better pay me. I'll put my life on the line. Yeah, my first purpose for doing anything, police work, for doing military service, firefighter, anything, and any decision that I make that God opens up the door for me, my first decision, let me rephrase that. My first reason for any decision is so that I can supply for my wife and I. I want my wife, when it comes to the time for her to re-enlist or get out of the military, if she doesn't want to re-enlist, I don't want her to have to. You feel me? I have other reasons from my past and from growing up that motivate me more to continue. You know, in my perseverance to get where I need to be and do what I need to do in order to become what I need to become. But I'm a man first, so I'm gonna serve my country. I'm gonna honor my wife the best way that I can, and whatever way God sends me and whatever door is opened up for me. I ain't even saying nothing about my music right now, you feel me? Because that goes without saying. I'm going to always do that. You know, I'm always going to do my music. But that's not what I'm thinking about right now. You know, I have this album about to finish. Put that out hopefully by Halloween. If not, it'll be the next Friday the 13th coming. But like, I have a lot of respect for firefighters, police, and military. More so now than I ever had in my life. And I've been on the opposite side of the fence. I've been on the opposing side. But God has changed my life. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe that the war on terror is real, if you have any kind of faith, any kind of spiritual upbringing, religious upbringing, Christian upbringing, anything, read the Bible. It talks about it in Revelations. We are in the last days, people. And we all have sins. We all have secret sides and dark sides and problems that we need to get right before the time comes. Even myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I'm focused on fighting for the greater good, I don't have time for the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife. I love my country. I love my life. But if I had to lay my life down in order to make where I live a better place, then so be it. That's why that's why this physical appearance, the imagery, and my hair and whatever, that don't matter. Doesn't matter. This body will perish eventually. If I perish for a good reason, I'm with it. Just, I don't know. All I'm saying is pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. There's a lot going on around us, and certain people in certain positions are only going to let us know but so much. I'm blessed to be in a position where I know the right people and I'm connected to the right people, where I know some things that your average civilian probably don't know. But I'm not going to get into that right now. And also, just like anything else, there is good and bad in everything. What side are you on? God bless America.